What's up? This is Andy fucking Roy. I'm here in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. I'm with my homie Brandon. We're at our friend's tattoo shop, Mark Vincent, Iconic Tattoos. We're just kicking it, hanging out. Check it out. I'm gonna do some little bit of story time, a little bit of stories, and then we're gonna dip into some recovery, what I've been up to since I've been sober. So hey, I want you guys to enjoy this. So just get your popcorn, whatever it is, sit back and check it out, because I got some stories, let me tell ya. Excuse me, I was living in San Francisco. I started using drugs. My ex-girlfriend caught me. Bam reached out and was like, come out here and to clean up, and I could find it anywhere. So like I just ended up finding it, you know, and drinking, you know, just partying. I wasn't just trying, I just was trying to replace it with something else. Anyways, they came to do an intervention on Bam, Novak, Tim Ryan, sober coach, Bob is his name, and that my name came up. I think Knoxville, Steve-O were there on the phone as well. They asked if I needed some help. I said yes, so I got shipped out to Florida, did a program, ended up in Huntington, and then I was doing good working for this company, Wavelengths, this Rehab, and then I ended up relapsing. But it's been quite a journey, man. And then after relapsing, I ended up in Redlands at New Origins, and that's my buddy Ron's. And dude, it's been crazy. It's a great program, and I'm coming up on 9 months. I never had 9 months in my life on my own. The only time is when I've been locked up, but this is on my own this time. I got a sponsor, Josh. Dude, I love him very much. So it's been quite a journey, man. I lost everything, lost a relationship, lost personal skateboarding stuff, watching it get sold on eBay. My podcast got taken away. Couldn't get that back just through a relationship, ex-relationship, or whatever you want to call it. But you know what? When you go through these hard times and you think it can't get any worse, when you hit that brick wall, sometimes, man, you could get back up and get on the right track. I know now it was meant to be. It was the best thing that ever happened to me this last relapse. And dude, it's just materialistic things. And you can get stuff back, dude. You could, and I get to work on myself today. Like, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. So now I get to focus on myself, start paying bills. I got a vehicle. I'm paying car insurance. Just like taking care of stuff that I never took care of before, that I would always have someone else do. So like, it's been quite a journey. It's been great. The healthiest I've ever been, the happiest. And that's where I'm at today. Little taste of the journey I went on. So it's been a little rough road, and but dude, if you just stick with it and put the work in, dude, life gets a lot better, man. I'm telling you, this is like the happiest I've ever been. 49 fucking years old, dude, and I still feel like a little fucking kid. It's rad, dude. It's cool. And being in recovery, dude, I met my homie Scummy, Colin Morrison, dude, and he just had a bad accident where he dislocated his ankle. I just want you to know, heal up fast. But like having him, we met in rehab, and we kind of been, we just clicked up, and we just been doing fun things sober, and things that I always thought you had to go, and everything I had to do, I had to be drinking, smoking weed, on drugs, heroin, PC. Well, I've done it all. So like doing all these fun things with Colin, Scummy, it's just like, I know I could go out and do fun stuff. We ride mountain bikes, we go hiking, we go swimming. I started riding motorcycles. I did a fucking backflip for my first time into a foam pit for a try. I'm just doing things that I've never done before, and I'm doing it all sober. And that's just like, I know you can have a blast being sober. So I just want everyone to know that, man. Like, it's amazing being sober, and I get to wake up every morning fresh, dude. It feels good. So it's pretty rad, man. It's amazing. It's great. I met Bam it's been years now. It's been over 3 years, I think. Yeah, I've known Bam for about four. I mean, I've known him for. I know who he is, and I've been to contests, but to really like get to know him, be friends with him, and get close with him and his family, April, Phil, Nikki, Phoenix, all of them. It's been about 3 years now that they're family to me, and as soon as we met, we were super cool. We got along great, and he had an opportunity to do Fear Factor, and he asked me to do it, and I was like, I'm fucking down. Let's do this. And I know when the night before he did it, he was he went out drinking and he ended up getting a DUI. So then the next day he was with one of his sponsors, Element, and they just, he was going to go to rehab after that. So he was sober, and I think he was just coming down off all the alcohol. So, he was just going through it a little bit. But he's still fucking Bam, the raddest dude ever. But we went and did Fear Factor. Chris Pontius and one of his friends. And we had the Logan Paul. I don't know who really Logan Paul is, but I think he's got a twin brother. They're like pretty boys. Dude, I fucked with them hard. I was like, you guys got a cute butt. You guys are really gorgeous. You know what I mean? I was getting in their heads. We're doing Fear Factor. And then some like Canadian pop star singer guy and his manager was another team. So there was, 4 teams. And it was a trip because you sign this thing, like they questions about like what's your biggest fears? What's all, like they ask all these questions. What are you scared of? Your fears? And I just wrote, bring it. Let's fucking do this. That's all I wrote. You know what I mean? Because Fear Factor, they could throw anything at you. And if you went in on Fear Factor, you just got to go out there and eat, do whatever they throw at you, and don't even hesitate. So it was pretty sick, dude. And you all know Bam does not like fucking snakes. He hates snakes. First fucking challenge, what they do? They pull this blanket off, and it's a fucking square like box on each side with a plexiglass with a little tiny hole, 2 pint glasses with little toothpicks in them. And there was snakes in there. So you had to like put your hands behind your back, you got these goggles on, and you bite these things, and you got to put there's a little guillotine thing, and you have to reach in there and put the stick through the hole, and then Bam's got to bite the other one and then put it in the pint glass. I got to get 5 of them, give them to him, he puts them in, and these snakes are biting you in the face. And in between like each the contestants or whatever, they would put them underneath the heat lamp to piss them off. And they were biting us. They were getting bit in the face. I remember Pontius, him and his buddy, they got bit all over the face. They were leaking blood. I got it in the chest. And dude, it was pretty crazy, dude. And Ludacris was the fucking host, right? Super fucking cool dude. I was on one. I was on drugs. I was fucking, dude, straight up, I was in the fucking bathroom smoking heroin. You know what I mean? I was fucked up. But I'll tell you what, dude. Ludacris was tripping on me. He's like, you are the fucking craziest motherfucker I ever met. All the camera crew in between, like, the little breaks they had, they were like, dude, in the 10 years we've been filming this has been the funniest one ever. I had them rolling, dude. I was just on one, fucking joking, cracking up. Ludacris was just like, well, who the fuck is this dude? It was fucking rad. And then we made it to the second challenge. We knocked out Pontius and his homie. We're going to the second challenge, and we go outside, and there's 2 picnic tables, and there's a bunch of fruit, and it was like apples, bananas, looked all nice. Dude, we're in fucking Fear Factor, dude. We're not eating bananas and stuff. They just swiped that off the table, and there was a pint glass on the other picnic table. And then they put 4 plates down. One was cow eyeballs, quail eggs, burnt tarantulas, crispy, and then these centipedes about this long that have pinchers on them. And the challenge was one person has to put their hands behind their back and bite them with your mouth, chew them up, walk over to the other table and spit them in the pint glass, fill it up, and then that person's got to drink it. So me and Bam got together. I'm like, what do you want to do? Who wants to do what? Whatever you want, Bam, I'll do the other. He's like, I'll chew them up with my mouth, spit it out, you drink it. And I'm all, let's fucking do this. We got this. So he's fucking chewing them up, spitting them in there. He's running to the other table. Dude, we're real close, dude, for me to drink it. And Bam took a little breather. He's like, oh, man. And he moved his hand and he knocked the pint glass over. It spilled everywhere. And they usually they do have a blender for like if you throw up and whatever it is, they could fill it back up. But we're like, what do we do, Ludacris? They're like, I don't know. So Bam just swept it all off the table that he knocked over, put it back in the cup, and then he ran over and chewed up some more. Like these centipedes were biting his lip and like hanging from you. It was nasty. And then I finally drank it. And by the time I drank it, we took so much time that we got knocked out of that round. Or we would have fucking won. We would have knocked fucking that Logan Paul guy out. We would have took it for sure. And then, so we got the boot. Bam, we're like by this like harbor in Long Beach or something. And there's like seagulls everywhere. So Bam has to go puke. He like goes and pukes. And I was like, you know what? I'll go puke with him. So I went over there. We started puking together. And fucking all these seagulls started flying down and eating all the puke. And fucking Ludacris, they were all tripping. Like, who are these fucking dudes? Dude, yeah, like I said, Ludacris was just like, dude, you are fucking nuts, man. It was a fucking rad experience, though. Dude, Fear Factor was sick. Then we just went on our way. But it was rad, dude. Like, out of the 10 years, they said, they're like, dude, this has been the funniest one ever. I wish they had the outtakes, like, in between the fucking, like, when they do commercial breaks or whatever it's called. But Ludacris was sick, dude. It was a great experience. Fear Factor, we would have fucking won it. The band went and spilt it. So those other guys are lucky. But, dude, it was rad, dude. Ludacris was super cool. It was a good time, dude. It was rad. Fear Factor, dude. We did fucking Fear Factor. It was fucking sick. It's rad. Okay, so I go to rehab and I'm in there for 8 days. And then I was smoking heroin. I was doing speed, and I started doing PCP this time. I was always scared of PCP. But I ran into it, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to try it. I was already fucked up, I'm going to try it. I ended up loving it. It wasn't like where you start flipping cars over. Some people do, but it was like, you get shot to the moon, you're floating. I don't know, I dug it, right? You dip it in a cigarette, you let it dry, and then you smoke it. It was good, so I was doing that. So when my chick found out, I went back to rehab, checked myself in. I went to rehab. You do these Suboxones, and they give you like, it's like a whole strip. I don't know, it's like 8 milligram, whatever. So 8 days, they gave me this Suboxone, and then they slowly fucking trim you down. You know what I mean? They, whatever it's like where they lowered it till I had nothing, you know? And then I was 8 days there. You're in a house. They feed you. And then I stayed in the same house for 33 more weeks after the 8 days. And you don't leave the house, no phone. You start getting a little bit more healthy, dude. Like, I was pale white. Dude, I was sucked up, probably like 130 pounds. Dude, depressed, lost the ex. That's fucking, now she calls me and tells me she's in another relationship. There's all the stuff that just fucking hits you hard, right? And you're weak and not feeling good at all. Super depressing, but I just stuck with it. So after I'd done detox, you know, they feed you feed every day. And I had this guy, Corey, that was in there, and he was like a workout guy. And, dude, I just like started following his lead. We started eating right. I stopped eating bread and sugar. We started doing burpees in there. They started taking us to the gym, working out. So I did that for 3 weeks, and I started getting like a little bit of weight back, and all this pain that I was feeling started to loosen up. You know, time heals. After a while, like, time heals, you know. And then I got moved to this is New Origins in Redlands, California. My buddy Ron, I can't thank you enough, saved my life. So you go to phase 1, and just so happened when I relapsed, Colin Morris and Scummy from Metal Militia, one of the original fucking dudes that fucking started FMX. Like, fucking, they're all in the racing, like, motorcycles, and these guys were like hitting jumps, flying. Seth Enslow, Twitch, Mike Metzger, dude, a bunch of these cats. were just doing their own thing. They were just like the punk rockers, like how me and my homies were in skating, and they were just like fucking outlaw dudes that were just fucking getting some, doing it their own way, and it became a sport, and they changed motorcycle riding, so it was pretty sick. So same time I relapsed, and I'd met Scummy like I think about a year before all this, and at an event that we were doing, hanging out at, and he came up to me, introduced himself, wanted me to be on his podcast. So that was like kind of our connection. Cool dude. Well, at the same time as I relapsed, he relapsed. So we ended up being in rehab together. And that bond we had together, we like he wanted recovery bad, and I wanted it bad. We were doing all the work, putting in all the work, and dude, we just like on the weekends you're allowed to go out and do your thing. During the week we went to meetings, we did all our personal insight, all the stuff they ask you to do in the program. You know what I mean? Like we show up to groups on time, we participate, just putting in the work. Then on the weekends we get a little bit of free time and we go out and do fun stuff. Well, this motherfucker Scummy, dude, he rides motorcycles, dude. I fucking skateboard. Let's just get this. Let me just tell you this. I grew up with friends that skateboard, didn't have much money. We didn't have no motorcycles. And I grew up by the beach in Santa Cruz. It's surfing and skating. There ain't no fucking motorcycle in sight. You know what I mean? There's nowhere to ride, nothing. There's a fucking gas, a front brake, a clutch. There's a brake down there. Dude, the motorcycle riding is crazy. My buddy Jason Jesse rides motorcycle, like street bikes, dirt, whatever. I always thought it was rad, but I was just like, dude, I just can't figure it. My brain don't think. So once I met Scummy and I started hanging out with him and going watching him ride, dude, the sound of a fucking motorcycle is so fucking sick, dude. I seen him jump 220 fucking feet. Dude, he took me to a spot where he jumped a train, a fucking moving train. It was like 250, 60 feet, something like that. Flew over it while the train was going underneath. It's fucking insane. And I'm just like, dude, I want to do that. I want to ride motorcycles. So he'd throw me on these little pit bikes, and I would start riding those. And dude, my thinking is just pin it and fucking go. And it's just so gnarly because you're going so much faster. And then I'm not wearing gear, which you need to be wearing a helmet and all this stuff. And I just go on it. They're like 110s or whatever, but they're all souped up. So I was just fucking getting it. And hanging out with Colin, dude. Like the dude is just like, he's just like me, a ball of energy, dude. And we started hiking. We started swimming, going to swim holes, mountain bike down these gnarly Snow Summit and Big Bear. They got these during the summer. They got these gnarly mountain bike trails, dude. They are gnarly. You fly up a cliff, you're dead. They're just fucking gnarly. You're hauling ass. Him and his homies go up there and ride. I don't know what I'm doing, but I did it. And I fucking pulled it, and we're just doing all this fun stuff that I always thought you had to be loaded or high. Anything I ever did, I thought you had to be. I'm not thought. I just did. I'd just be, like I said, smoking weed, drinking, whatever it was, getting high, doing whatever I was doing. And now I'm in this program with Scummy, and dude, we're just doing all this fun shit. Dude, we went to the Manson Caves, like the Goonies, that movie Goonies, where you hike up a mile through Poison Oak. And you climb through these tight holes, dude, that you have to go in, you slither around, and it's where Manson would go. And it leads 45 minutes into this den. And Manson family would hang out in there and shit. And we fucking took our headlamps off and lit these candles and just bullshitted. And just doing fun stuff like that, man. It's just fucking rad. Went skydiving. So, like, hooking up with Colin it was just rad. Like, he's been through it like I have. But he was in the moto world, like motorcycle world, and he's been around as long as I have, like me in the skateboarding. But for us to come together and have someone that wants the same thing, he showed me how much fun you could have being sober. You know what I mean? And I genuinely laugh like I have like no other. I started eating right, and I exercise now. And just like, Collins just showed me, dude, how much fun you could have being sober. And it's rad. And I'm okay with it today. I always just thought I had to be that crazy dude and just be wild and do fucked up shit. But dude, I just want to have fun. I'm getting older. I want to do everything. You know what I mean? So like, Colin is just like just the bond that we have, and he's got such a big heart, and the people that he's introduced me to, like John, our homie John Twitch, Colby, Raha. That's like fucking the raddest fucking motorcycle rider in the world right now. Twitch, Metzger, all these dudes, man, they're super cool. They took me in. They're super nice. Dude, I got Jason Jesse to come visit me, and we went riding. We're just doing rad stuff, dude. So, like, it's a trip, man. Just going to rehab. I was lucky to have him. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're in a new environment. You're being asked to do all these things, and you're freshly getting sober. You know what I mean? So all these feelings are coming back. I had nothing. I mean, I didn't have a vehicle. Like, Mike Delahaye, one of the nicest dudes ever that I met through Colin, dude, because I was doing well, working, bought me a car. Dude bought me a car. The one thing I did have was I had a license I didn't lose. So I got a vehicle. He bought me a vehicle. 2003 Camry, got me a year registration, gave me some money to keep it going, and I started doing, as I kept staying in this program, doing what I'm supposed to do, with this vehicle, it gave me options. I started doing lessons at the skate park. I started skating again, riding motorcycles. Like I said, doing all these fun things, and life started getting better as I stuck with it. Everything. I'm not a big religious God person, you know what I mean? I never was raised like that, but I believe there's something out there, your higher power, whatever you want to say it is. Something's up there for everything that I lost, with the relationship, all my personal belongings that I had since forever, that meant a lot to me, being gone, whatever. There was something good to come out of it, and me sticking with it, it just started falling into place. Something was looking out for me. So like, I know something's up there, and I feel like if you're a good person and you're doing good things and you're trying to change your character defects, because like, not only do I have addiction, I have character defects. You know what I mean? From doing drugs, selfish, no patience, my anger. There's just so many things I have that, besides my addiction, that I'm working on in this program, New Origins, dude, and these counselors and my therapist. I'd see a therapist once a week and a counselor one-on-ones, and I started letting out everything that I was holding in and just being honest, dude, and just telling them, well, this is what's going on, and they helped me through it, and it's a trip, man, I'm telling you. Once I started letting all this stuff out, they could help me work on it. Well, this is what you need to do. This is what you could work on. I started taking suggestions, and I try and be at service now, like help others, be there for someone. Um, uh, Paying bills, growing up, like just little things that I never done before. New Origins has helped me to do this, and if it wasn't for them, man, I don't know where I'd be. They saved my life. Ron, there's so many people. Gary, Josh, Alfredo, James, all these guys. Rollins, Riley, Kirk, all these people that helped me. Katie was my therapist. Like, these people like really care at this program, and all they want you to do is stay clean and sober and do the right thing. And when it comes from the heart like that, and they care, it's more of an impact on you, because that's all they want from you. And I just took the suggestions. All you gotta do is make your bed, do a little bit of work that they ask you to do, do your chores when you have to, and it humbled me. I went and got a job mowing lawns in like 106-degree weather. You know what I mean? Like 12 yards a day. And I really never worked a day in my life, dude. And I did it. You know what I mean? And the guy was happy with my work. I busted my butt. And it got me to start doing lessons, because Delahaye, Mike, got me a car. It's just like, from just doing good, all the things from being sober. And like I said, I'm coming up on 9 months here, and so many things fell into place. Like I said, this relapse was the best thing, because I learned from it. You know what I mean? I was hanging out at this skate bowl, and this guy was there and kept offering me drugs, and I kept denying it. And finally, I fucking gave in, and I lost track. Like Steve-O says, you gotta stick with the pack. You know what I mean? If you're with the pack, you're good, and that's your sober foundation. If you stray away from the pack, like out in the jungle or whatever, dude, the hyenas aren't gonna just attack the pack because there's so many of you. But if you stray away, there's that one that strays away. The hyena's gonna get you, and that's what I did. I just lost my foundation of my sobriety. I just and I got eaten alive, and that's how I relapsed. And now I know, like, dude, I gotta stick with these close people that I have around me now. And not that I don't love, and I love all my friends. That I don't care if you part. I care, but like, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. They party, they do. That's just how it goes. Some people just could do that and put it away, walk away. I'm just not that way. Once I start doing something, it's on, and I gotta do it every day. I always gotta have something in my system, and I just know now that I can't do that. You know, it's just I'm not built like that. Whatever it is inside, I'm just like, it's a disease, and I just take it to a whole nother level. So I really threw in the towel, took it right, and took it seriously, and good things have happened to me, man. Like, I'm trying to word, like, and I'm not cured. I'll never be cured. I'll be fighting this for the rest of my life, but I know that if I just stick with the right people and stick to this program, do my 12 steps, all this stuff, it's gonna help me, you know. And so many people uh, through all this has been there for me, and I can't thank you all enough for it, because I was lying on my last relapse, and I felt like I was letting everybody down, so I was lying, and of course you get sucked. You just don't look healthy, and to when it finally surfaced that I was using again and was going back to rehab, dude, I just like, dude, everyone's gonna hate me, judge me, whatever, dude, and everybody on Instagram, whatever, it's whatever, social media, but a lot of people reached out, close friends, just fans, whatever, reached out and left comments and were so happy for me that I was getting treatment, that I'm was doing the right thing. They just had my back, and from that, it just like it touched me, and it feels good, man. Like, and ever since I've gotten sober, so many people have reached out, like, I got sober because of you, or I got 2 days now, or dude, I'm going on 13 years, dude. Like, you're in for it. It just means a lot, and it keeps me going, dude. It's pretty rad, and it just means it really, from my heart, I can't thank you all enough. It means the world to me, and it keeps me being sober and keep going. And I just don't want this to happen to nobody. Like, this is a crazy disease that takes you from your family, your kids, just loved ones, and just, it's like when you're on drugs, dude, you're just not. For me, I'm just not a very good person. I'm not nice. I rob and steal when I need to. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to get my next fix. I just hurt people along the way. I've done some mean things to people, and it's just like, that ain't me. When I'm not on drugs, I'm not that person. Yes, I still got these defects that I work on every day. And like I said, I'm not cured. I'm just trying to do the right thing and I take it one day at a time. And dude, it's been a crazy journey. And then, yeah, and then having Colin, my homie, dude, like, just we're a band of brothers, man. 2, 15, 2. That's it. You know what I mean? And dude, it's just good to have a good tight circle around you. You know, I just, it's very important to me, and I cherish it. And dude, I would just I started this intervention classes. I got to finish it, and hopefully I could start reaching out to people and helping people. It's very hard to admit, or if it's family, whoever it is, loved ones, to tell you got a problem, or you don't think you got a problem, or if you do have a problem, like the shame, the guilt, whatever. It's hard just to walk into a rehab and walk into a rehab, a treatment center, and be like, look, I got a problem. Like, that's hard to do. And you know what? What I realized is that, dude, I was so embarrassed to walk in there, you know, like to have a problem. But once I did and seen everyone else in these rooms, dude, they got a problem just like me. And it shows me how many people these drugs have effect on people and how many lives it's ruined. I've lost so many friends. So just to walk in there is a big deal, and that's the first step, man. If that's it's hard to do, but if you do, I promise you, it's the best thing ever. And people care, man. And if you need to go anywhere, you could reach out and DM me. I get a lot of them. I'm working on it because I don't wish this on my worst enemy. And there's anyone I could talk to, reach out to. Um, there's you can go anywhere. You can reach Dynamics. That's the detox I went through. These people care. It's in Redlands, California. If you got insurance, they take people from all over the country. And it's Dynamics, and then there's New Origins, and it's Redlands, California. It's a great program. They care. They're loving, all the way from the house managers to the therapists, the counselors, to the owner, who is Ron. Like, it changed my life. They saved my life. And you can reach out to them. There's Dynamics, Detox, and then there's New Origins, Redlands, California. And if you just reach out to me, you gotta have insurance. You could let me know, DM me. I'll get back to you, and I can help you see if you have the right insurance, or you could look it up yourself, um, and call them. And they care. This guy Ron has been through it. Been in addiction. He's got like 12 years sober, and he's got the biggest heart, and all he wants is people to be sober. So if you need to reach out to me through DMs, it's Andy Roy 18. May take a second, but I'll get back to you. And Dynamics and New Origins, I can't express it enough, man. These treatment centers and this detox is amazing. They care, and dude, you're not alone. Dude, I've been there. I've done it. I've been in the gutter, dude, and all they do is want you to stay sober. So they build you structure and discipline, and just get you you get sponsors. You know what I mean? You just get a network, and you have sober peers, and they'll get you on your feet. You know what I mean? You got to put some work into it. It's hard, yes, it is. You're gonna have your ups and downs. Believe me, it's not easy, especially in the beginning. The first 6 months is like you're getting all your emotions back. You know, dude, I've opened up to my therapist and just broke down. Like you just get some feelings: sad, good, happy. Some people, like, I rode the pink cloud. I thought I was doing awesome, like nothing getting away. Then it burst. You know what I mean? But they teach you the tools to get through it and process it. And dude, I meditate, yoga, dude. I've done so many different things just to help me with my emotions, where I just don't go and react now. If something negative were to happen to me, I'd always take off to go numb my feelings. But today I process it. And it's not praying. I mean, sure, it's praying. I just, at night, I just, like, to my higher power, whatever it is. I just wish the best for my loved ones, my kid Cruzy, his family, my mom and dad, just my loved ones, just anybody I care about. Even some people I have fallings out with. I wish the best for them. I hope they're okay, and it just feels good, man. I was a very negative person before, and now it's just taught me to be more open-minded, and I just trying to look at things different. And yeah, like, please look up Dynamics. It's a great detox, and then New Origins. It's you can look them up on Instagram. It's IOP New Origins, Instagram, whatever. Yeah, you can look it up. And dude, I promise you, it takes insurance. Sometimes you do scholarships. You just give them a call, and you can just talk to them, and they'll work something out. And if they can't work you out there, they'll find somewhere for you to go. But you can reach me on my DM through my Instagram, AndyRoy18. And if there's anything I could do, I'm here for you. I just, I can't express enough how many friends I've lost through this. I went back to Santa Cruz, where I grew up, and all my friends are dead, or they're in prison forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's just taken a lot of lives, and it's an epidemic, and it's crazy right now, and it's sad, and I wasted so many years being locked up or just not skateboarding, doing fun stuff, hanging out with friends, loved ones. That, dude, it's a bummer, you know. And I don't wish it on anybody. So if there's anyone I can help, just reach out to me, please. And the first step is just making the phone call, and then walking yourself in there. That's like, it's rough at first, like I said, but man, I'm telling you, it gets better. I guarantee you, you'll have a better life, and you'll be the happiest person ever. You just got to put in a little work. So man, just like, I can't express enough how many people have reached out. I thank you so much. It keeps me going. Yeah, if there's anything I can do, reach out to me, please. Thank you so much.